Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet. A listener contacted me through the week asking if something had gone wrong with the feed, if there was some technical issue that I was having, if there was a reason that short funks weren't coming out. It's probably more likely that I'd have a technical problem and put the short funks online and just forget about them, because that's happened a few times previously. It seems to be a running theme associated with actually putting these short funks out, that I'll just push them up and not do a full technical evaluation of whether the feed is actually updated properly, and wait a few more days, and then I'll realise, the feed hasn't been updated, usually with additional short funks being put up in the feed, and then people get 7 new short funks in a row, this kind of stuff. So within this element, I wanted to tell the dear listeners that actually it's far more basic than this, that at this time of the year, sometimes it's in the October timeframe, sometimes it's in the November timeframe, I start to pick up projects which just kind of pile up, which force me to work over weekends, which means that I'm working late, and I'll come home, at times where I just don't feel like recording short funks. And basically my mind goes to jelly. My evening mind goes to jelly. And, I'm just in a circumstance where I can't produce to the level that I can produce through the summer months. I've talked about having low light depression. I've talked about this whole transitional phase into fall, as they call it in the US, but really into winter. And I don't particularly like it, but it's just the nature of living on a planet that circles the sun and, seasonal change and all this kind of stuff. So I deal with it in my own particular way. But in the short term, it means that there will be fewer short funks recorded, and I'll just get them out in bursts and hopefully be able to fill some of the void associated with not recording short funks. And also my other podcast, Stone 8 Model Rail Radio, similar kind of thing, just a circumstance where these podcasts are a luxury that I do in my spare time. And if I don't have spare time, unfortunately, these podcasts fall a little by the wayside. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.